A shed update, and do you know there's lens flares? I don't know where it's coming from. It must be light hitting off the cellophane. I don't know. I don't know. But it's there, but we'll have to deal with it. A shed update, and a fellow modeler in the model club, he was thinning out his collection, and he had some built-up kits. Some modelers took some, and I took what was left, which wasn't a whole lot, because no one wanted it, because they've been started. One was the little Boeing airliner, which I prefer the bigger ones, but the little ones, they ain't too bad. And I don't know if I have one of these. And I'm at the point where I don't care. Any model can be used. I don't care if you didn't want to build this, you need it for kit bash Starship or something. That is something you can do. But anyway, I don't have a whole lot of small airplanes like the 200 scale planes, but anyway, we'll add that to the art. You also had the 1700 New Jersey, which, and I'll just try to pop it open real quick. It's somewhat started and somewhat painted, but anyway, it's all usable. Everything's still there. Almost everything's on the trees. I just can't believe that, basically free. But anyway, I don't know if I have a New Jersey or not. I may have an older, Revell or someone like that, but I don't think I got trumpeters. And, I'm a big partial to Star Blazers, so, first thing I see is, Space Cruiser New Jersey. But anyway, that's just me. But anyway, adding the trumpeter, New Jersey, and I do like their box art. I think don't really just scream at you to be billed, but it's just it's pretty decent. But anyway, adding the New Jersey to the art. Last the kit that he had that was no one wanted was the Zek Model T34C Turbo Mentor, which it's pretty much started, and I peeked it open. I know why people tape the boxes, but that's kind of one of the things I don't care for. I do like the box and the of course the kit inside it, but I like everything all about modeling. But anyway, 48 scale, which again everything's usable beyond me, absolutely beyond. But anyway, adding the Mentor to the art. Well, something vintage, and I've been slowly cleaning out the house and everything. I've been basically getting it remodeled a little bit each time, and I do not have a lot of built-up models. You may see some somewhere in here. I do have some from my youth, which are basically in like a tote. I've either reused them or I've sold them when I built them and everything, and some are when I first started. Everyone knows what they look like. But there's no pictures of my kits that I've built, because when you built a model back in the day, you basically built it for yourself. You really didn't need to take a picture of it, and there really wasn't no social media to speak of. So there was a contest in roughly 95, and I built a it's called the Eclipse Star Destroyer, and that thing was about 4 feet long that I scratch built. It's the only picture I have of it. And there was a hobby store here in town that let me hang it up, and I don't know if it's true, but the string broke from the ceiling, and it basically went down like the Executor in Return of the Jedi, and basically like that, and went all the way down and shattered, and that was the end of that. But anyway, that was a fun model. That was one of the few models in the early 90s, mid 90s, that I was starting to get bigger models, which I thought, hey, can't go small, go big. But anyway, that's the only picture I have of that, and I didn't know I even had Polaroids of it, which is crazy. And again, Star Trek in the 90s, I like to build my own, and that's when they had the Prometheus with the pointy saucer, which I thought was the coolest thing on this planet, and I started making all my ships like that. That's the Oklahoma, which I always like to name all my ships the Oklahoma, just little thing of mine. But anyway, there is that. Where am I at? Magic markers for the nacelles, and just scratch build. And then in the mid 90s, I was heavy into scratch building. I mean, I didn't hardly ever build a kit. I scratch built one, and this is a White Star that I scratch built, and that was a you know, I do love the show, and the White Star, when it came on, I thought it was a, you know, you have to have a model of it. And I wish someday they have a styrene kit of it. But anyway, scratch built that. I was heavy in the scratch building back then. I still am today, but more heavy in the 90s, because I was at the point in the mid 90s where, you know, all the kits, I loved them. You know, I did build them, but I wanted something that basically did not exist, and I just had to roll up sleeves and start scratch building. But that's something you don't see. I don't have many photographs, and there is some photos of my models at model shows, so you know, there might be some photos that are laying around someone that took, who knows. So curious to see what I built many years ago, because I done forgot. And of course, we can't have a shed update without a frog. And actually, we can't have a shed update without two frogs. You know, I do like my frog. And one of these, let me, is it this one? Nope, nope, nope. Well, I actually have it in layaway. It's basically a 6 kit where you can, all these kits can form into like a Power Rangers Megazord, and I had to have it, which I think I have all the kits singly, but I didn't have it all in the same box. But anyway, we'll show that one once, that'll probably be in a month or two when I get it out of layaway, because I got other stuff before it. But anyway, love my frogs. Again, I got to build one of these. It's just, I just don't know what to do on the frogs. But anyway, adding more frogs to the art. And last but not least, they reissued a basically a classic kit, and I wanted it, but I basically wanted it for the box, and that is the Lindbergh's Plan 9 from the movie. It's the old Lindbergh Flying Saucer kit, which I thought was, I liked the movie. I know people dog it and everything, but it's I liked it because it's just different enough, and it's one of these kits where this kit is actually 1/48 scale. If you build it with the little alien that comes with it, or you can paint the dome like they did, and you can have yourself a studio scale model kit, which, you know, that's a 2-for-1, I think, and that's just something you don't see. You know, they actually use these in the film, these kits, and I think it's just you know, fantastic. So you got a basically a 1-to-1 scale model kit and a 1/48 scale model kit. Now I do own this kit. You have to excuse the box. This is the 1978 version of the old Lindbergh Flying Saucer, which it dates back, you know, way, I'd say, oh no, I won't make a liar out of me, late 50s, you know, especially in the 60s. But I don't own a as I say, 60s box of the UFO, which I'd love to own, which I assume is probably pretty close to this, the 78 box. But anyway, so anyway, I have one each, which I'll have to get me another one of these, and because, you know, that's two. Now that's the way we like to work around here inside the art. But anyway, adding a new, and of course, you know, I like to show the old, which I want to do. I want to review some kits, but you know, everyone does all the you know, the same. You know, I want to do mine a tad bit different. You know, I'm going to do something kind of like this, you know, or new and old, you know. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge when we get there. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We are adding Plan 9 to the art. Of course, you know, I still got to add more frogs, and the hobby store is missing a frog of mine, and they got to find it. So that's also a thing we'll try to work out. Get my frog here, because, you know, I have to do all my shut-up tapes with a frog. And we are adding some built-up items, but anyway, don't have. Adding some built-up models, and going down memory lane. Sharing some old Polaroids of your beloved host's old model kits that he used to build in the mid-90s. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.